Have you ever known someone who treats their birthday just like any other day? You know, the type who says, "Oh, it's no big deal," when you try to make a fuss. It's easy to misunderstand them, to think they're being cold, ungrateful, or even a little bit sad. But what if I told you that this behavior isn't a sign of negativity at all? In fact, it often reveals a profound level of self-reliance, deep reflection, and remarkable emotional stability. It's a psychological choice, not a social failing. Let's dive into the core psychological drivers behind this mindset. First and foremost is a low dependency on social validation. For many people, a birthday is a day to receive attention, gifts, and messages that confirm their value to others. But for those who treat it as a normal day, their sense of self-worth is an internal, constant state. It isn't something that needs to be recharged once a year through a flurry of external praise. They already feel secure in who they are, so they don't need a specific calendar date to feel seen or appreciated. Their validation comes from within, making it stable and independent of outside circumstances. Next, there's a strong aversion to forced performance and social pressure. Think about it. A birthday party comes with an unspoken script. You're expected to be happy, to be the life of the party, to graciously accept every gift and wish. This can feel like a performance, an obligation to display a certain emotion. For individuals who value authenticity, this pressure is draining. Their nervous system prefers genuine, low-key interactions over mandated celebrations. Choosing to treat the day normally is their way of opting out of this social performance and choosing peace and authenticity instead. It's not about rejecting people, it's about rejecting the pressure to perform happiness on command. Another key element is a preference for deep reflection. For this type of person, the milestone of another year isn't about cake and confetti. Instead, it triggers a quiet, internal cognitive evaluation. Their focus shifts inward to questions like, where am I in my life right now? What progress have I made over the past year? What do I want to achieve next? A day spent in quiet contemplation, journaling, or simply being with their own thoughts holds far more meaning and value than a loud, crowded party. The anniversary of their birth becomes a private checkpoint for personal growth, not a public spectacle. Then there's the simple dislike of the spotlight. Being the center of attention, even with positive intentions, can activate a state of mild social vigilance. This is the feeling of being watched, judged, and scrutinized. Every move, every reaction is under a microscope. It can be incredibly uncomfortable for people who are naturally more reserved or introverted. They derive comfort and security from blending into the background, not from being the star of the show. So, avoiding a celebration is a way to manage this social anxiety and maintain their sense of calm. They're not being antisocial, they're just protecting their own peace of mind. Finally, these individuals often value quality connection over ritual. They believe that deep, meaningful relationships aren't built on calendar-based obligations. A spontaneous, heartfelt conversation on a random Tuesday means more to them than 100 generic happy birthday posts on their social media wall. They prioritize the substance of their connections over the symbolic traditions. They know who their real friends are, and that connection doesn't need to be reaffirmed by a yearly ritual. It's demonstrated through consistent, genuine interaction throughout the entire year. Now let's explore some new perspectives that add more layers to this behavior, especially in our modern world. One powerful lens is the stoic mindset. Modern stoicism teaches a focus on what is within our control. Our thoughts, our responses, our inner state, and an acceptance of what is external and outside our control, like other people's expectations. From a stoic viewpoint, a birthday is just an external event. The date itself has no inherent power. What matters is the internal response. By remaining calm and treating the day normally, these individuals are practicing a core stoic principle. They are choosing not to be disturbed by external things, but by their own judgment of them. Their peace comes from controlling their internal world, not from the external world conforming to a celebration. Another crucial modern factor is digital fatigue and boundary setting. In the age of social media, a birthday can unleash a digital storm. The notifications, The public wall posts, the private messages. It can feel overwhelming. There's an unspoken pressure to like every post and reply to every single message, turning a day that should be yours into a day of digital labor. Downplaying a birthday can be a conscious act of setting a digital boundary. It's a way to opt out of the performative and often transactional cycle of online birthday wishes. It's a rebellion against the expectation to be constantly available and publicly grateful online. It's about reclaiming the day for themselves, away from the screen. And finally, let's consider the concept of temporal focus. Our psychological attention can be directed toward the past, the present, or the future. People who downplay their birthdays often have a temporal focus that is anchored in the now or oriented toward the future. They're more concerned with their current state of being, their present actions, and their future goals than they are with commemorating an event from the past, the day they were born. Their mindset is forward-looking. Why spend an entire day celebrating a past event when there is a future to build and a present to experience? This forward momentum minimizes the emotional significance of a single date on the calendar, making it just another step on their journey forward. So, to bring it all together, the person who treats their birthday like any other day is not emotionally detached or unappreciative. More often than not, their behavior is a powerful sign of emotional maturity, deep-seated independence, and excellent internal regulation. They have a strong sense of self that doesn't rely on external validation. They value authentic connection over forced celebration and prefer quiet reflection to being in the spotlight. In our fast-paced, hypersocial world, their choice is an act of self-preservation and a testament to their inner strength. The next time you encounter someone who downplays their birthday, instead of trying to force them into a celebration, try to understand and respect their choice. Recognize that treating a birthday as a normal day can be a sign of high self-awareness and a well-anchored mind. It's a different way of honoring life, one that is quiet, personal, and deeply meaningful. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights into the psychology of our everyday lives. See you next time.